Yo, why they be so far at the Beyonce concerts?
What do you mean?
Like the seats?
Why you?
Nah, listen.
Who's they?
You got Beyonce money? Do you got Beyonce money?
No, that's why I'm not there though.
You're supposed to say not yet.
Right. Shout out to everybody in the Beehive. I love y'all.
Just lead with love.
Yeah, you gotta lead with love. But I've been going on my timeline lately, yo. And they be so far away from Beyonce at these shows.
I know. It's it's a really big
Does
artist.
that count as seeing Beyonce? If you're sitting up by the MetLife sign?
I ain't gonna lie. I follow this really big artist who I won't disclose right now.
Yo.
And he went, and this nigga was in the motherfucking behind the stadium.
Yo.
I'm like, damn, even you?
On the opposite end of the stage.
On the whole opposite.
Behind the stage.
Yeah, but everybody's saying it's great, and I'm not doubting that it's a good show. From what I see online, I love what Blue Ivy Carter's doing. I love Rumi.
Yeah,
everything looks great. But when I see the actual footage, they so far, eh? And the joints at MetLife, this is the joint that's been sending me even more. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't shit.
Nah, because
But
so many
this is
people.
what's sending me even more. They was there with the poncho on, with the cowboy hat
It was
on
raining.
top of the
On top of
poncho.
it.
It was raining.
30,000 miles away from Beyonce.
Niggas is in the next town watching the concert. Couldn't even see the big screen. Oh, shit.
Where MetLife at? East Rutherford?
Yeah.
They
East
was in
Rutherford.
Elizabeth watching Beyonce.
Them niggas in Newark.
Why?
I ain't gonna lie, them niggas in Newark.
Is it worth going?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
worth going.
Because they're
Experience.
recording the screen, though. They're not even recording Beyonce
Oh,
on the
nah.
stage.
That's
They're
tough.
recording the Titantron.
You never-
Remember wrestling? When Stone Cold was coming out, they put that on the Titantron.
Damn.
Why are they doing that at the shows, yo?
Because
Nah, because the tickets went fast once the tour was announced.
That's what it was?
Yeah,
So they had to just get what they could get.
exactly, and not everybody got $5,000 of floor seats. Like,
That's
Nah,
tough.
that's true.
5,000?
I'm probably you
Something
know,
like that. Very expensive.
I was probably not hyperbole, but still.
Damn.
No, I do hear what you're saying, and there are certain concerts. I don't know, fuck that. There are just certain venues I've been to as to where like when you're really high up, it don't feel like that. I tell you this all the time. I love
Barclays?
I love the Barclays.
Very intimate.
You could be in the nosebleeds and
you
not
still
feel
right
that.
there. You
And
still right there.
It's an intimate experience. However,
right there.
if you at MetLife,
What?
where the Jets and the Giants play, nigga, nigga, shit, can't see a touchdown nowhere, nigga.
Oh
Fuck
my
wrong with you?
God.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm praying for everybody.
Yeah, that's just been on my mind, and they're gonna get mad at me for that. But every time I scroll, I'm like, yo, you're mad far, yo.
It's the experience.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
They're doing it for the experience.
They get to
Q.
put on their outfit,
Absolutely.
and everything like that.
with the
Alright.
ponchos
Get the
and
people
all that.
watch a little bit, see what everybody else is wearing.
Absolutely.
You know, excuse me, you know Beyonce's there.
Yeah, and
Allegedly, you don't know that. You couldn't see her.
No, she did. All that money, for all
did.
of that money, she gonna be there.
she did.
I'm gonna tell you this, mother. I'm telling you right now.
She did.
You better not go
It
get somebody
was
else.
a select few people on my timeline that actually, I don't know how they got it, but
they got it.
They spent money.
Yeah, he spent that extra dollar.
Or maybe somebody got it for them.
Ooh.
What you gonna do for the Beyonce?
Nah, that's a question.
Yeah.
Nah, chill. That sounds like some puff questions.
Yeah, people out here doing a lot of things strange for some change.
That's
man.
what I'm saying. That's like one of the puff questions.
Wait, what Puff do?
10 racks?
Nah, see, we can't put Puff in everything. Sorry,
Okay.
Puff. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another installation of We Have More Thoughts.
Yes.
I am your host, as always, only one Alex, accompanied by my wonderful co-host. Love these guys,
up,
man.
what's up?
P, what it do, bro?
I'm good.
You cool?
Yeah, not
Everything
bad.
good with
Had a
you?
good week.
Okay.
Looking forward to this episode. I know there's a lot on the docket again.
Ooh, a lot to get to,
Always.
Yeah, Q, what it do, baby?
I'm here. Mr.
cool?
Welcome Down.
Ooh, Mr. Walk 'em
Step
down.
by step, baby.
Step by step. We are all in the building.
Yeah.
I'm A, they are P and Q together. Hey, we just giving you your P's and Q's.
Come on.
You like that?
We still need a woman to do that with a sultry voice.
Yeah.
I got
Y'all have women that that could
A definitely got somebody.
Yeah, I actually
definitely
somebody
for
owed me
sure.
a favor. Actually,
Yeah.
somebody owed me a favor.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Why did they owe you a favor?
What you mean? Nah, it just I did something for that individual. So
it come back around.
yeah,
right?
we looking for a nice, sexy, sultry voice, right?
Sexy, sultry voice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that it sounds
Put the
really
PSA.
good.
We need
Okay.
we need a nice sample size.
I'm about to get
Yeah,
on
I
my
was
shit.
going to say that.
Right?
Yo, keep
Preferably
more
from
than
a
one.
voluptuous woman. Preferably.
Hey.
Voluptuous, right?
Voluptuous,
Curves.
if possible, because the diaphragm, you have to think about where it's coming from.
I was gonna ask, what does the curviness have to do with?
Everything.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
Everything.
It's
If
just
you,
where
if you
it's
think
coming
about
from.
it.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning from you
Yeah,
guys.
if you think about it.
you ever hear Jill Scott on the record?
Yeah.
You hear that tone,
Like, yeah,
that
okay.
frequency?
Yeah. Ever heard Lizzo?
She not big no more.
You love Lizzo.
She not big no
She
more.
got curves now though.
Nah.
I love Lizzo.
Yeah.
Lizzo was invited to We Have More Thoughts whenever she would like to share some thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, friend.
That would come up.
Yeah.
Which Lizzo, the old one or the new one?
Hmm?
The one.
The same one. It's the same
one.
Lizzo.
All right.
You said, huh? You said who?
Don't even worry about it.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, nah.
Yo, check his headphones, please.
Yeah.
Somebody.
They
I
go
didn't hear
out
what you
sometimes,
said.
yeah.
Both versions could come. Pierre, real quick before we get up out of here.
Wait, get up. We leaving already?
No, not just yet. We're
about
actually
to
kicking
say-
it right to Q.
Yeah.
All right.
What would you like for the young lady to say for you? Like, what you want her to do in the sultry voice?
He trying to lie me.
No. This is work.
Nah, this is work.
This is
just
work.
work.
This is just work.
This is just work. I'm just.
Yeah.
Can't say Poppy, right? Because
Why not?
Yo,
can't have another girl call me Poppy on the thing. Like,
that'd be a little nuts.
that'd be
You
crazy.
could try it.
Yeah,
I
see,
mean,
he gonna get you jammed up.
couldn't
Fuck
even-
with, listen to you.
Nah,
try
facts.
it.
Listen to your boy. He gonna get you jammed up. And they gonna get you jammed up.
Let's test it out.
It's always
mean,
a nigga. We could try
come
it.
on.
I mean,
know.
we can get in trouble a little bit on the
Yeah.
No,
podcast.
we can't, because I won't be responsible for any of that.
Yeah.
Black Shaft, like I said last episode.
Black
Okay,
Shaft.
Q, what's the first thing we're hitting today?
Yeah, let's go straight into it, man.
God's crazy.
It's a lot going on in the streets. I'm sorry, you said we can't put everything on Puff, but we're going to go a little bit back to the Diddy trial. It's still ongoing. It's a
Right.
lot of weeks. They said it was going to be like 10 weeks. They ain't lie.
They did not lie.
There's all types of people coming to the stand.
No bullshit.
There was a Jane Doe that came to the stand a couple of weeks ago, allegedly. And people were doing the connections. They were saying this is 50 Cent's baby mom, Daphne Joy.
Yeah.
And it just made me think, because
50
50,
was doing the connections too, wasn't he?
he took that little clay drawing that they do.
And put it side
Who
by
could
side.
this be?
He put an opaque picture of her
Yeah.
face on there.
I've been thinking of something like, yo, this is a federal case.
Yeah, he doesn't
How is he
care.
allowed to
He doesn't
do this?
care.
This is crazy.
And two, they
Yeah.
give you mad information.
So much
in
information.
terms of like what work the person was involved. Granted, they have to
Yeah.
draw, the correlation, but
You might as well not
say
say who you are at that point.
At this
'cause
point.
with the sketching, we know what you did.
Had the same hairstyle in the sketch. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
The little swoop over.
Yes. I was like, damn, that is her.
That is her.
Continue, I'm sorry.
But it just made me think, because 50 wakes up thinking about Puff.
Yo, I know, and
Every single day he
How do you-
posts on his page about Puff. Yeah.
how do you feel about that?
It's
be honest.
it's his
so
get back.
It tracks for fifth. But in my mind, I'm just like, yo, just dog.
This nigga got Puff on his
He's
mind.
cooked already. Like,
He had the free Diddy shirt at the Knicks game.
yeah.
He did. No, because he wanted his $20.
But this was one of the.
They was giving out $20 if you wore
That's the
3
part,
Puff
yeah.
shirts outside the. All right, forget it. Continue, Q. I'm serious. He wanted $20.
But this just made me think, because 50 does this with everybody he doesn't rock with. And most times I feel like, all right, 50 probably won that battle, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's a Ja Rule situation or whoever he's going at, he usually has the upper hand. But I was thinking, I'm like, yo, isn't it kind of a L if your baby moms was in the freak off with Diddy? Like, did you win that exchange? Because that's still you could say whatever you want, and it just goes back to, yo, and we heard the stuff that was happening.
We did hear the stuff
Which
that
was
happening.
some of it was actually disgusting, and I hope if she really went through that stuff, that whatever needs to happen happens.
Yeah, no bullshit.
But the core point is whether she did some stuff that against her will or not, just Diddy having your baby moms at the freak off in Turks. Do you win that? Like,
And Paris.
because you putting up all these memes, but it's just like that's still the mother of your child. You kind of still got to live with that.
Well, QP,
Yeah.
we do know the history between Puff and 50, right?
Not the bestest of
It's
friends.
not the best.
They not like a DDG and his baby mom.
No,
They're not best friends.
Not at all.
Yeah.
They were not best friends after the breakup.
No,
For sure.
Nope.
But it has been documented
Yeah.
that Diddy wanted to take 50 out shopping.
That's
And
crazy.
It's what he said. And Puff was, Diddy was, I can't.
You're-
He
which
got
one?
so many names.
Which one?
He got so many
Love.
names. He got
Yeah.
so, you can't even
Sean.
keep up with
They've been
everything.
calling him Sean in
They've been
court.
calling Sean in
That's when
court.
you know you're in trouble.
Yeah. First name.
No nicknames. They
No
called him
facts.
Sean.
Start calling you by your
Sean
government.
liked it. Oh, he's cooked.
And 50,
what was his alias?
Frank
Brother
Black.
Love.
Frank Black.
Frank
No,
Black.
when he was
Frank
doing
Black.
the freak
Oh
offs.
yeah,
Yeah.
Frank Black. That's crazy.
Sick.
That's sort of like
And
your
on the
Uber
pills.
Eats name.
Charles Hermes.
Charles.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been documented that 50 doesn't like Puff.
At all.
We don't really know what happened between them personally. We can only see what we saw publicly.
Yeah.
So I guess to the point of whether it be an L or not, completely.
It has to be, right?
And I think that's why it bothers.
Not an L?
It's not.
Well,
I'm glad you got that perspective. I think that's the reason why 50 is crashing out the way he's been crashing. I think so too. Remember before it even went to trial and went to court?
Yeah.
He was calling his baby mother
a prostitute,
a little sex worker.
Yeah.
And we knew that her and Puff was connected at the time because we had seen pictures of Daphne and Puff together. So we like, oh, okay, that seems to be his new thing. On paper, we already know that's 50's baby mother. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the real reason as to why he's upset. I saw old photos this week of 50 at the beach.
Oh, taking pics?
Using a Canon camera, a DSLR.
The nasty Canon. The
using a T6.
Not the good one, Peter. $500. The Rebel.
The Rebel.
The Rebel.
He using a T5 Rebel.
With the kit lens.
With the kit lens.
And the built-in flash.
The kit lens is the bullshit lens.
Yes. What was the millimeter? I think it was 70 to...
The joint go dumb for 35 to 102.
Yeah, 35 all in one shot.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
And taking photos on the beach of Daphne.
He liked her.
Looking so in love.
And he had that weird haircut.
He had that.
If 50 ever hear this, he's going to cook all of us.
He going to cook
We're
you.
out of here.
I like your haircut, bro.
You started it.
I mean, 50.
Look, he's scared. He's scared.
I like your haircut, Fit. But no, and it made me think, like, I just never seen 50 smile like that in a relationship. Ever.
He was open.
He was so open. And then, of course, he later on had a kid with that same woman, who is Daphne, of course. So if I was to think of, if that was me, and I've been talking shit about this dude who I think is weird for years. I've been berating this guy for years. I've been joking about him for years. He said some funny shit to me about wanting to take me shopping. Right. I've been joking
Just
about
think
it.
He's the corniest, weirdest
nigga ever. And I probably told you that. Or you probably know I don't bang with him.
Yeah.
That would piss
and then
me
he just,
clean off.
He just got your queen.
And let me say this, Pierre, before you go, because this is the part that take me off. I ain't going front.
Yeah.
You have autonomy over your body.
Yeah.
Men, women, whoever whatever, you can do whatever you want with your body.
Yeah.
However,
the caveat is,
if I'm 50 Cent, worth well over $100 million, $200 million easy, you can't accept $10K for a month long, a week long of freak offs.
When she was already, Fifth was giving her.
Was it 10K or they said he was paying for an apartment, which was 10K a month?
No.
She wanted 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then tried to negotiate it down to 15 and Puff was like, hey,
hit her
take
with
this
10.
Yeah.
So that was like your little like retainer for the freak
she was
offs.
getting child
tell you
support.
to take 10. Yo, just take this 10 bands and chill.
No respect.
Think about that shit.
Yeah.
A billionaire is telling you to do. So you thinking, and granted, I know we are in some very trying times. Inflation is through the roof.
Yeah.
Like recession indicators are everywhere.
You don't need a $10,000 apartment. Like,
but fuck that.
Get a house.
10K ain't enough.
If she was smart,
10K ain't enough. Yeah. For what you putting me through, and to Q's point as to when he introduced this topic, if a lot of these things did occur, which we think they did.
Yeah. She testified under oath, allegedly.
Allegedly, right.
She's Jane Doe right now.
Whatever happens to him should happen. We're not saying that.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? But the number is like, fam. That's why I feel like it would bother Fifth. Because in his head, what's 10 grand to a nigga like 50? That's probably the child support.
You know what also be throwing me though? I'd be like, yo, Puff was living good, yo. A lot of times when they testify, they said they didn't mind doing some of this stuff. Yeah. He just went overboard. Like if you look at Daphne, very attractive woman. If you look at the other women he was involved with, very attractive. He just went
overboard. You mean overboard?
They all look the same, but okay.
They all look, no,
you're
right.
He got a type, but I'm saying they all beautiful women. And a lot of times they testify, they like, yo, this was all right. I just ain't know you wanted me to do this every day, all day.
And let's speak to the overboard a little bit, right? Daphne specifically said that she wanted to use condoms.
Yeah.
Right.
And he got mad.
And he got mad and was like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I guess maybe she would allow, but he would be upset about it. So now this is where we blurring the lines here.
And the part where it seemed like, from what I was hearing, that she was really upset at is she already said to him, hey, like, I don't want to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And then he was like, nah, we're going to do it because she only wanted to be with him.
Right.
So he said, hey, like, let's go, and then we'll kind of do it after. Because she said she was cooking for him, cuddling him after the freak offs and stuff like that.
But he also told her that, yo, we're not in a relationship. You remember that, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
So,
but if a woman is doing that for you, if your girl at the time is doing that for you, she's not doing that because she hates you. She has, I don't know if it's genuine or not. I
Something
can't
there,
speak to
though.
that, but
Yeah,
there's
some type of
love
affection.
there
Yeah.
for sure, especially cuddling.
Especially cuddling.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he
Cuddle.
should have known that.
He liked that cuddle.
Yeah, man.
When it's cold, yeah, for sure.
Let's go. No, but you said you didn't think it was an L for 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's an L for 50 because he's not with her. Yeah, he may be tethered
Some
to
baby
her.
moms, though.
Yeah, that's the tether, but at the same time, hey, you make your own decisions.
True, but I feel like I
I
don't
can't-
have a baby mother, but I feel like in the back of my mind, I don't ever want my baby mother to be looked at in a certain light because that's
a
my
little sex
kid's
worker.
mother. Yeah. So it's like we both love our kid, right? And you want the mother of your child to be good in some aspect.
For sure. But at the same time, like, whether Fifth agreed with it or not, he doesn't lord over her body. She can do whatever she wants.
He does.
But at the end of the day, too, though,
Yeah.
her decisions are her decisions.
Mm-hmm.
How she looks is how she looks.
Mhm.
Whether she's okay with it or not. I get that, it affects the family, but at the end of the day, like, that's your own.
Now, to your point, right?
Mhm.
Remember when I was saying I saw 50 on the beach taking pictures on a Kodak T6 Rebel?
With the kid lens.
And I remember how I spoke to the joy he had in his face and how happy he looked?
Yeah.
The only reason why I think it would be an L for a person like 50 is because he is a win-or-loss guy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, he doesn't subscribe to, I'm done with it, I've washed my hands away with it. No, he subscribes to, I'm done with it, and I'm going to keep telling you where you fucked up at.
Okay.
I'm going to keep telling you
I can
where
see
you're
that.
wrong at.
Yeah.
So now, if I'm 50 and I was genuinely in love with this woman so much so I had a child with her, to see the person that I love, the current mother of my child, to turn into a sex worker for my arch nemesis, that would bother the living hell out of me.
Yeah, and he has a good relationship with that child because it's been
Yeah.
documented he don't really get along with his oldest son for whatever reason. That's their family stuff. That's their thing. But it looks like he gets along with this son a little bit more. So
That's a fact.
he might care a little bit. It seems to me like he cares
Nah, yeah.
because the point
To
you
a
was
certain
making, you was like, oh, it's her body, whatever she's going to do after me. If that was his attitude, I don't know if he would be going this hard with it. It's just like, if you don't care, you don't care.
And I think you're right in terms of the perspective, though.
For sure.
You shouldn't care.
And we don't know what grounds they kind of
Set.
not set, but we don't know what grounds they dissolved the relationship on.
Yeah.
Who's at fault? What happened? What transpired?
She also alleged some things out of 50.
For sure,
Right.
she absolutely did. I maybe it's me.
Yeah.
And from my perspective, like, look, if you want to do that, go ahead. Like, hey, your decision, your choice.
Like y'all over, y'all done. Whatever you're
agree.
going to do, that's on you.
But I can see what you're saying about Fifth likes his wins and losses. He likes his wins.
Just a particular relationship he had with 50 had with Puff.
Yeah.
I think if it was anybody else, he probably wouldn't have been as bothered. Maybe he would have joked about it because he jokes about everything.
He's going to joke about it, but he'll let it go.
I'm telling you, I'm going to show you these pictures, Pierre, before we get out of
Losing
here.
love.
You got it. And we're going to talk about love very, very shortly. Keep your seatbelt
Oh,
on.
yeah. You stay right there, brother.
Oh, stay posted. Don't turn that dial. Don't you turn that channel, folks.
Oh, man.
But yo, love, shit will change you.
So many things.
So many things.
I gotta tell you. Know what I'm saying?
Now,
Yeah, you was hitting it.
I told you just now we was going to talk about love. We quickly arrived.
Okay. Short turnaround.
There was a couple that we have discussed here, and we have more thoughts.
Yeah.
All right. At this point, you can maybe call them a friend of the show or not after today.
Depending on what you say.
I'm glad you know it's
ISO
always
on
me.
him.
You know, so I'll be getting in trouble a lot.
I'm telling you.
People love me in person though. Y'all know that.
Yeah. I'm trying to spare you the best as I can.
Oh my god.
Now they love you.
People love me in person.
People love you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They all love you.
Yeah, I actually love this.
All of them.
I love this particular. Yo, what's up with you? You good?
No, I'm just.
Who's all of
I'm
them?
just piggybacking off of what you said.
Yeah,
They
you
all love
cool?
Yeah.
You all right, man? All of the supporters of We Have More Thoughts,
sure.
right?
Yeah,
Absolutely. We introduced ourselves today, right?
Nah.
Did we? Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Okay, just making sure. Trying to make that a trend here.
Yeah.
But Travis Hunter
Oh, Lord.
finally got married to his, I guess I'll say long. I don't even know what to call her.
They were fiancé. They were engaged. And then they got
Okay,
married.
his fiance. He finally got engaged to. I mean, he finally married his fiance.
So I don't know what to call him.
I really don't know what to call them. Are they
Nah, I don't.
long term? Because how long were they together? 3, 4? Have they been together for a long time?
Yeah, most
Since he was in high school?
Is this a high school sweetheart?
Yeah. I think his senior or junior year, they have some time in.
Okay, got you. So this is his high school. He finally got married to his high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them, first and foremost. Any union is beautiful to me. Sure. It's amazing, especially in this generation.
Love wins.
Love wins. Most people don't want to get married. When I see young people that actually want to step up to the plate, I salute it. Yeah. Even if there's a little stupidity in there, I still salute it. And I'm like, you know what? That's
even if you don't see the longevity.
Hey, even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
A for effort.
I give him an A for effort and you pat him on the back.
Yeah.
Now, when we spoke about them, we spoke about the dynamic between the two of them.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the time, the internet was saying, hey, Travis.
Think a little bit about this.
So take your time, brother.
Take your time, brother.
Yeah.
You know, there were stories floating around about how he would drop her off at parties and wait in the car.
While she was in there,
allegedly, right? There were clips.
Some things.
Yeah, there were clips going around about how she acted when he got drafted, and how Coach Prime had to tell her, "Yo, get up!" Right? And people were trying to, I guess, warn him about maybe what they were seeing from the internet.
Try to save him.
Right, and he was on some shit like, "Fuck y'all,
I'm good.
I'm deactivating my Instagram tonight."
Did
they both do it? I know he did it, but did she do it?
I never kept up with her, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, I really wouldn't know where her social media handle is. But I do remember when he went dark, like how LeBron used to go in the playoffs.
0 dark 30.
He did a 0 dark 30, you know?
Yeah.
And we could tell it was bothering him a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
And I'll be honest, I felt bad a little bit because at the time I remember talking about him on this podcast and saying that I could tell he's very green.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and he hasn't had particular experiences.
Yeah,
and it looked like Shorty maybe has had some experiences.
She might be out there a little bit.
Yeah, she might be out there just a little bit.
I saw some videos of some things that it was a precarious situation.
Questionable.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to know if this is questionable. The main reason why I'm bringing this up to the two of you guys today is not only are they married, but Travis did not sign a prenup.
So that was confirmed.
That was confirmed.
Yeah, I mean, it tracks. The way things was looking, and it looked like he was trying to protect any asset.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about, I'll go to Pierre for this. This is our in-house NFL insider.
And he's a married man.
Yeah, speak to the talent of Travis Hunter to the people that don't know.
Damn, now I got to, all right.
It's a lot, man.
Got to give this talk. Listen, like you guys have said, love should always win.
Yeah, no. Speak to his talent and why the prenup. Because talk about money.
Yeah, this has to be all encompassing.
Okay, all right.
Talk about money.
Hey, what?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, let's bleep that.
Yeah, that's an algo. They can pick that
up. Love should always win. I'm always for people coming together under God in the confines of marriage, with liberty and justice for all.
Justice for all.
Travis Hunter, he went number 2 overall in the draft. To the
Jacksonville
Jaguars.
Yes, he did.
Usually the number 2 pick usually gets a lot of money.
Yeah, guaranteed money, right?
Guaranteed money.
NFL contracts are not fully guaranteed.
Right, they're not fully guaranteed.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think it's like a 4 or 5 year, 4 years with the 5th year option.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's a big deal.
And so he's making a lot of money. Not only that, but also endorsements.
Yeah.
He just signed with Adidas.
Okay.
And other things that are filtering in for him. And the internet has, seen some things. I'm trying to
I know. No, just get right there. I know.
The internet has seen some things where they're like, all right, I say this much, right? All right, let's cut this all out, right? No. Let's not cut it out. Let's really talk.
He got sick of himself.
He got tired.
of himself.
I'm pussyfooting around the thing. But, all right.
I love Pierre.
There's something called the Jahari's window.
Talk about Jahari's window.
I knew he was going to go
Talk
there.
about the window named Jahari.
Have I spoken about that before?
No.
Yes.
Elaborate. Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did.
So basically, we all have blind spots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some
We
people
talked
can
about
see
this
certain
in the therapy.
things.
In the therapy.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah.
So for those who are tuning in right now for the first time, Jahari's window is basically we all have blind spots, and certain people can see certain things in our blind spots that we can't.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, people kind of tell us about it, about ourselves or certain things that are going on in our situation. To me, right? To me, in my eyes and my brain, it looks like people have seen, some of Travis's blind spots. And as a person who has once, I've been in love a couple times, but my first time being in love, I was head over heels. I'm talking about doing everything that I shouldn't do. Right?
That's the one you was driving around all day?
Yeah. Waking up every morning before school.
We unlocking trauma.
6 a.m.
Oh shit!
Driving like 30 minutes to her crib. Stop to get some tea because it's early.
Had that nigga on the string.
You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
And then not only that, but picked her up from her crib, drove her to school 45 minutes away.
Right.
I still got class within like a 2 hours window.
So you're not even thinking about yourself.
Who am I? I don't exist.
Right.
I'm solely on this earth to please you at this point. Right.
And you was a football athlete.
Fact.
Just like Travis.
Fuck me at this point, right? That's how I was in this one-sided relationship, right?
Right.
And I say one-sided because she was showing love, but not to the extent that I was.
You ain't get that. You ain't get that.
Mad triggering. But basically,
I'm sorry, Pierre. You're doing great.
I didn't see all of this going on, right? Right?
Yeah.
Mind you, I was still living in my parents' house.
Yeah, that'd be the thing.
In college.
Blind spots,
right?
Jahari window.
I was being a good student, right? I had a full ride going to school, right? I'm like, oh, hey, babe, come on this life with me. Let me show you what a real man's supposed to do.
It's men's mental health.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, it is. I'm sorry.
Like I was saying, let me show you what a real man's supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Let me open up the door, close it for you, pick you up from work.
Yes.
After all that, right? And then still. But anyway, I digress.
Now, Pierre, I want you to remember what you're saying. Do you feel like you were promiscuous in your adolescence?
No.
I think that's an important part.
For sure,
right? Okay, continue.
I wouldn't say I was green, but I just when I loved her.
Right.
I never said I loved it to her, but there'd be points in time where I just look at her. We would be looking at each other.
Like, damn.
And in my mind, I would say,
ass.
I love you.
I love you. You're manipulative.
I would never say it, but I just look at her like, yo.
You felt it.
Yeah. That's about. I know what you mean.
Damn, my trauma just kind of.
I know. I seen it.
Who was trying to turn the call?
Too emotional.
Yeah, you good.
So then,
that's what it's all about here.
It's over, Pierre. It's just done.
It took my dad.
You're happy now.
Like we could always tell.
Yeah.
Men, we could always tell when you were in love.
Absolutely.
It took my dad. My mom didn't even see it, but it took my dad to be like, look, like you got to stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
He was basically saying, yo, you going too hard.
But wait, can we pause right there?
Mm-hmm.
Because Travis Hunter's dad is in jail.
I think he.
Or he was in jail. At some point in the duration of this relationship with his fiance or his girl,
right, absolutely,
his dad was locked up. So maybe that could be a missing piece because you said your dad saved you.
No.
Why not? That's an added piece. But the reason why I'm saying my dad for the story is because other than him being my dad, there was somebody there saying, hey, you might want to just slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
The internet, and I'm pretty sure people close to him are saying, hey, like, just.
Like, you're pretty sure Dion pulled him to the side. Like,
oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would almost bet on it.
For sure.
But, again, I just think we all have blind spots.
Yeah.
And, damn, I just still want to. I want to give a lot of love and grace in the situation.
Me too.
Because you feel like you've experienced that kind of love before, and you can see how it could happen to him.
Yeah, and they could change throughout the course of it can get better. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If it is at all bad, you know what I mean. I don't think Travis would date her. I would hope. Yeah. Not date, but marry her. I would hope they both wouldn't marry each other if things were kind of rocky, in that sense. But I really do think. Or I really at least hope that they both kind of like keep a level head in the relationship, be open to change and like listening to each other's likes and dislikes so that, it could be a progressive relationship.
Yeah. And not for nothing, it's some dudes that's okay with giving half.
They just know. I don't think he knows. I think he's so naive to everything that's going on.
But see, that is exactly why, though, Q, right? I think when you are so naive to what's going on, you're also loving everything you're receiving. Right? The shit we hating on.
Yeah.
He got her a car, a G-Wagon.
He in the crib. Yo,
they both got each other cars.
Fam,
what do you mean they both got each other cars?
At some point, they both got each other cars.
Nah, he got them both a car.
Yeah, what money she got?
Nah, and when he was in college, she got him a car.
Oh, like a hoopty.
No.
Yo, Q.
What? I'm trying to figure out
honestly,
what's
now I want
money.
to know what car it was.
Yeah.
It was
yeah, now I want to know.
It was probably like a
truck.
2011 Audi or something like that. Like,
Yo, chill.
with 107,000.
Hey.
what?
What's up with y'all?
What's going on?
What's up with
all right?
y'all? That was a gift I got for somebody. Fuck wrong with y'all,
was a
man?
gift that
Yo, what's up with y'all in here?
It's a gift.
I'm trying to connect the dots.
A gift is a gift.
A gift is a gift.
Oh, I hated
For
it.
those who were trying to figure out what's going on, there was something that was said pre-pro that we're kind of bringing up now into the situation.
Damn. Shout out to them Audis, though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We good.
But yeah, sometimes you can do a lot.
Yeah.
Would
what
you
I'm
consider
saying.
it love bomb? Well, no, go ahead.
I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that, if it's love bombing or not. But he in the crib, toes curling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell this be the other side of shit. No.
We don't see.
That we don't see. Like, I'm a realist, right?
All right.
Right now, you say he gonna get a lot of money, right? Because he was the first overall pick, correct? Second. I'm sorry, because it was the quarterback, Cam Ward for the Titans, right? Mm-hmm. You don't think he know that? If anything, you just start thinking about how much you could keep. Like, damn, if it was a worst case scenario, I'll be all right with 20 mil. Like, because in the moment, she doing shit to him he ain't never experienced before. He ain't never felt before. In his head, he might think, you know what, this is worth giving me half. Give her half. Some people can really think like that. It sounds insane. It sounds crazy, right? We're mature.
Like they make allowance.
Right. And we've seen these things happen a bunch of times, right? Dude gets a person gets a bunch of money.
Yeah.
They split. They give half to the other person. Oh my God, they were tight at the person forever. They hate each other. This nigga right here.
All right, this is gonna sound wrong, yo.
Everything I said sounded wrong. So just go for it.
Yeah. When I look at her, she's not giving.
All right.
Damn.
Uh,
I can't do that.
Say it. Given what?
It's not looking like half for me.
Explain that.
I'm gonna give you a better example.
Okay.
Drea and Jalen Green.
Damn.
Yeah.
When you talk about being in the house with your toes curled, and I might give up half. Hey. Sometimes you got to take the loss.
Hey.
Sometimes you got to write that in on the taxes.
Hey.
Yeah.
She doing shit
Right?
that nigga ain't.
Huh? Drea.
Yeah.
She hitting that nigga with ice. Like,
Right? Now, when I look at,
I'm trying to.
when I look at
The fact that he said that's your experience?
Huh?
Copy. Go ahead.
yeah, but when I look at Travis Hunter and his queen, she's not really giving like she worth half. Like, you seen her?
I know, but that's the thing. To us.
To us.
Right? To other people with more experience. To other people who aren't as.
But maybe it's deeper than that for him, right? Maybe
That's
he's
what
really.
I'm saying. Yeah, like it's really to him. He could really epitomize her to be the best thing ever.
Do you think that's from lack of exposure on his part?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna tell you what's dangerous, right? Because I see this with certain athletes, and you can speak to it as well. Certain athletes never got an opportunity to learn who they were, and I don't think it's their fault at all. It's because of if you really want to go to the league, if you want to be the next level athlete, your season doesn't end when the season ends, right? No matter the sport.
You might get like a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's the whole year, all 365, and most of them, because some of y'all are. Who my man from the Cleveland Browns? Nigga couldn't stop smoking weed.
Oh,
my man, you know
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Okay, some of them niggas is Josh Gordon. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Some of them
They can't help themselves.
They can't, and they be elite though. You be like, son,
Just stop.
you just drank Henny before the game. How are you doing this? I had a nigga I knew that used to do that shit back then. I'm still amazed to this day, right? The other half of them though were pretty sheltered.
Yeah.
And they took the sport serious because of everything that was on their agenda, their calendar, and their plate.
Yeah.
So that's why I really want to grant grace for him, right?
I see what you're saying.
Where would he be able to tap into some of the things we learned as teenagers? Some of the things we learned in college.
That's a great
You know
point.
what I mean? A lot of them just don't experience them. And I do salute some of the athletes that make it a thing to also experience the other part of themselves to find themselves.
Yeah.
Right? So
Because to be in that one world 24/7, not having any outside experiences could be like
all you know is football.
That's what I'm thinking. It's lack of experience. That's what it seems like. I think he knows who he is.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows his worth, though. I think the two can be different. Because he seems very genuine who he is. He's like a gamer.
How much the Jags game?
A lot. He be doing the TikTok dances, like, you know what I'm saying? He seems like he's very sure of who he is. And
Absolutely.
He doesn't hide it from anybody, but we like, not, him know.
Yeah.
Like, all of that stuff is cool, but you still, like, do you know you Travis Hunter? I don't think he knows that he's Travis Hunter.
He can't know. It can be different with women.
What if he needs that?
Like a boost? Like an ego boost?
No, as an anchor.
What do you mean?
To keep him like...
He needs what?
Like, he's talented, right?
Yeah.
Making a lot of money.
Yeah.
What if him inside of himself knows, hey, like, I need somebody to keep me grounded?
And that's the girl that's going to do it?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm just trying to look at it from all different perspectives.
Maybe that, I think...
Because we're not in there.
I think that's his comfort zone. I think he's comfortable with her.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot more out there for him to experience. He's a young man.
I don't trust no relationship since high school except LeBron. Like,
LeBron and Savannah?
Yeah, that's the only high school sweetheart relationship that I'm
And even Bron, that's coming from a different generation, though.
Absolutely.
That ain't from now.
Yeah.
So.
Especially with the amount of options that there is these days.
Yeah.
It doesn't only affect him. It affects her, too.
Yeah. It's some college relationships that be working, though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like Jalen Hurts and his girl, didn't they meet? Or his wife now, didn't they meet in college or something like that?
To be honest, I don't know.
I think I heard that. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I think Jalen Hurts and his current wife met in college and they made it work.
See, I wouldn't even be surprised by college.
Most college.
There are a lot of people. I met some pretty mature people when I was in college.
Yeah. I think college can work, but I just feel like there's more experience out there for Travis Hunter, and I feel like he's just gonna end up learning the hard way.
Okay, well, speaking of learning the hard way,
hopefully not. But
divorce attorney James Sexton.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Perfect. All right. Shout out to James. Shout out to James Sexton, man.
What a transition.
He's offering free prenups for NFL draftees. Quote, don't pull a Travis Hunter.
He says
they made his name a verb.
He using it the selling point.
Oh my God.
To get more athletes. But you know what? I am happy at this lawyer, James Sexton. I think we should salute James Sexton. A lot of the times, the prenup word comes off as uh-oh.
Yeah.
When in actuality, we just protecting everybody.
Like already thinking about the
right?
back door.
I know, like, you know what I just found out the other day? Josh Hart on the Knicks.
Yeah.
He has a beautiful black queen. He's married. I think he has a kid now. His girl is a nurse.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. And I only know because I saw it in her bio. I was like, oh, shit.
What you doing?
I was research purposes, right?
How you got to a bio?
What happened? No, because the Knicks, they were doing you know when all of the girlfriends take a picture together?
And they was tagged, right?
And they were tagged.
And you just went to look at everybody's wife.
You just wanted to make sure she was taking care of him.
You went to everybody's wife page.
I had to see who was who.
That's what you do?
Just sort him out.
I had to see who was who.
See why he's performing like this game 5,
I was
right?
like, what Mikhail do? Oh, this one Mikhail? Okay. what Brunson doing? Oh, that's
want to see who draining Josh Hart.
Because he be draining them threes. I'm trying to, it's a swap. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little give and take.
You know what I'm saying? Eye for an eye.
Absolutely.
Right, but to the point of that is a lot of people still have lives after a prenup and their partner was significantly richer or more prominently known.
I think that's how it should be, though.
Yeah, like wouldn't you still want to protect what you got as well?
It's tough.
Who's to say I get married tomorrow, shorty go win the lotto?
We up.
Now it's we though, right? She up.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So if anything, I feel like you should just want to protect yourself. I know a lot of the time it's just right to the man. But
I get that, but that's tough though.
Both
like
parties.
If I'm marrying somebody, right?
Yeah.
And I love them, obviously you're marrying them wanting to give everything that you have. You both go into the relationship.
This is a good talk.
At 100%. Right?
You ready? This is just going to be our deep thought of the day. You want to know why this is a good conversation?
Why is that?
You meet the person, correct? Do you know in your head how successful you want to be at? Yes or no? Because there are people that do.
I would hope so, because that conversation would eventually at some point come up, right?
I think some people get married and are okay with living paycheck to paycheck.
Just mediocre.
Or just having like mediocre, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? I just think there are some people that are just set in a way of knowing I'm probably never going to have a lump sum of $100,000 in my account at once, right? I might not even have 50 at once, but I'm okay because I love this person, this and that. Yeah. On the other side of that, I think there are people who get married and know this is probably the beginning of their riches. And this is going to grow and grow. You see what I'm saying?
Like you're starting to learn this new person with money.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to some people who are just comfortable with like, no, I just wanted to marry this person because I love them. Now, if you're a person that knows that you're ambitious, that you want to get more, you want to be a part of more things. These are just certain things that maybe you should consider and think about, honestly.
So, P, if you came into your relationship already up a couple $1 million, right? And maybe your partner didn't have as much money as you, would you think about a prenup? You're already rich.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
Love.
But I say that because knowing myself, I would have already been in a lot of different situations and circumstances with my significant other to know whether I can or can't, marry this person.
Right.
Yeah.
And then down the road, be in the relationship to share funds in that way.
Right.
Got you.
I look at how they spend money, their thought process behind money.
That's good.
No matter who I was dating at the time, their level of sacrifice, their understanding of sacrifice.
Right.
Because, you just never know how things will go, especially in a marriage and in a relationship.
Yeah.
So if I can surmise, hey, at this point, I feel like this person is the best option for me that I've seen up to this point. All right, let's go ahead and do it. And still have the conversation like, hey, we're coming into this thing. It's you and me. Let's take over the world.
Yep.
Let's understand also that we're also going to have to make sacrifices and take time to do certain things. But at the end of the day, we know we're doing this for us. If that's the understanding and you could you both in a way, come to that and realize that in your heart, then I think it's good. But if you know you're in a relationship with somebody who wouldn't sacrifice something for you and their heart doesn't look right and already engaging into hey, let me marry this person, you're kind of battling an uphill battle. Not to say things can't change, but at the end of the day,
it's more
you got to go in with a lot more insight and a lot more of a sample size. That's my favorite word. A lot more sample size to be able to know, hey, all right, we could do this.
Gotcha.
Wow. Well, things to think about, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Let us know how you feel in the comments. This next topic is actually the deep thought. And Pierre, I'm going to kick it right to you right after.
Uh-oh.
My deep thought of the day.
Not even ready for this, but all right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drea because we mentioned her earlier.
Okay.
Your honus can be deleted. Shout out to Tiana Trump. Pierre has a topic about Tiana Trump today.
Yeah, so I was
and I'm gonna play it. I think you like that.
You want to play it first?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it first. Tiana Trump, adult actress.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it first.
Can I explain where I was?
Yeah, break it down.
So a lot of times, I'm scrolling through IG. Yeah. Random stuff pops up.
What an algorithm.
It wasn't even. It wasn't nowhere in my algorithm. This is the first time I've ever seen her in a while.
He's good at this. Yeah.
He's getting good.
And yo, you guys are crazy. So I'm looking. I'm like, oh, what's this? And I'm like, okay. I see the quote.
Yeah.
And then I swipe to see the video. And
the quote says, quote, crazy how I switched jobs so quick.
Finish the rest of it.
I was a corn star. Now I'm a maid.
Right. And I see two people in a relationship. And then I think it looks like she's doing laundry. But then this is what I hear in the clip.
Jobs so quick. I was a porn star. Now I'm a maid. Crazy how I switched.
Now, let me replay
Crazy
that.
how I switched jobs so quick. I was a porn star. Now I'm a maid.
Now, let me tell you what I'm looking at. For those of you that don't know, Tiana Trump is actually in a relationship with soccer star Nicolas Pepe.
Sound like he got money.
Don't it?
Yeah.
Pepe. Any one of them Pepe.
I heard soccer and Pepe.
You hit Pepe and soccer?
Oh, Lord.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
She did the right thing.
Facts.
Now, what we're watching on this video for the audio listeners.
Crazy how I...
Oh, okay. Damn, T, my fault. She's addressing a batch of folded clothes that she put together.
Yeah. You ever had somebody wash your clothes, do your laundry? A girl? Your girl?
Huh? Yeah. That was so
How you feel?
I felt so good.
Q, you ever had your girl...
I had a girl in college that did my laundry.
And you felt phenomenal, right?
Amazing.
Dirty, stinking.
Because why would I have time to do that?
You know what I mean? Sacrifice, love.
You be thinking to yourself like, damn, man, I was hooping in these shits. Still, you touched
Mad
this.
3-on-3s.
Mad 3-on-3s in this shit. I was getting pissy in these motherfuckers.
And it's not even the good drawers. It's the joint with the loose liner around the box.
With the whole bottom right corner. You should have been through them away.
Yeah.
But you keep using it for bullshit runs. Y'all know the one.
So to see that, to me, that's like, oh, she really love him.
Yeah, now, most of y'all know who Tiana Trump is.
Explain to us, because it sounds like you know.
Ask Lance Stevenson.
She one of them.
Yeah.
She a drainer.
All you gotta do, y'all, is type in Tiana Trump.
No, do not type in.
Oh, all right. Well, don't type in Tiana Trump around your girl.
Doing it in alone time.
Yeah, like when you buy your Dolo, most of you guys do know. But I did find this shit pretty interesting because she was pretty active.
Yeah.
But that's what that soccer money do.
But do you subscribe to that? Could you delete your
wholeness?
Yeah, you think?
That's I'm gonna tell you why. It just takes a strong individual.
So you think it's possible?
Yes, but the person you're dealing with gotta really accept you. If you find somebody who was willing to love you,
knowing
all of your past facts, what you did before with other people, and still love you like no other, I think it absolutely can change your mentality. But if you keep running into people who never want to address you as the new version of yourself or the new version that you're trying to be, it can't be deleted. But you just need somebody, because that's what Nicholas is, man. All he do is soccer and Trump. I mean, like, and he from a different country.
Right.
Spain. They're currently in Spain.
It don't travel.
It don't, come on.
It don't travel.
So it's geographic.
You think he give a fuck?
Probably not.
He don't give a damn.
Yeah, because the wholeness probably don't have their passport, right? Like you can't travel with it.
Now hoes be having their passport now. Ask Puff. But
you can't do that.
You can't do that.
No, you can't do that. Can't do that. So you believe that it could be deleted?
I do think your wholeness can be deleted if with hard work. Look at Drea.
Hard work. Oh damn, that's crazy.
We mentioned Drea earlier.
I think
she coined that statement. Your wholeness can be deleted. That's why I brought it up.
Hard work and love.
Hard work and love.
Yeah.
So you think it could be deleted too?
Yeah, I think so. If you love somebody enough to be like, hey, like this is what I used to do, like Alex was saying, this is what I used to do, and the person is like, all right, cool, that's the past, but just let you know I'm not okay with you continuing this.
Right.
Yeah.
And they find enough love and respect, like, you know what, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they let you turn over that new leaf.
Yeah.
Now, let's go into like toxic male shit for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to get past certain shit for certain men.
Oh, so let me jump in right now then, because you can't delete it for me. Why don't you introduce me to the chat?
Yo.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah, fam.
Like you wouldn't engage.
Not to. How serious are they? They married? What are they doing?
They're really close.
Not to be my girl. Let's say that.
Like in a relationship.
You're not gonna be my girl where I have to care enough about what you did.
That for sure.
Absolutely not.
But I can understand it.
Dabbing each other and shit. Fuck
I
out
can
of here.
understand
Shit
it.
get deleted. Y'all niggas is bugging.
No.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not bringing you home to Mom Dukes and you done had
Yo, bro.
Yo,
250.
I got a question.
Yes.
Your girl got access to Colgate?
To Colgate? Yeah.
I bet.
It's not enough.
She got.
It's not enough, dog.
The internet is forever, bro.
Yo, she got access to Dove.
She got access to Dove,
internet.
Colgate. What's the soap they be selling uptown? That you can also mop floors with that shit.
Oh, I think you were talking about the bad ball.
Pine Sol.
And be on the African stand with your people in the
Ajax.
You shower with Ajax?
No, I clean the shower with Ajax.
Dr. Bronner's.
Dr. Bronner's.
You can wash your ass or wash the floor with that shit. I don't care if you got that too.
Oh, you talking about Pine Sol?
Yeah, that. Like, you can't delete it. You made the decision to do that with your life.
And it lives forever.
It's tough because this is our last topic of the day, but I do want to share a conversation I had with one of my boys just last night. He is he's a work in progress.
Still
the shaking
learning every day, huh?
And I'm gonna snitch on him. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Nah, don't do that. Come on. Go easy.
They call him C.
All right.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. All right.
And we were having a conversation. It's really parallel to this, actually.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a conversation about learning about your girl's wholeness from like high school or college.
No, thank you.
He said that. And but see, we grown now. We grown.
We
in our 30s.
How far removed?
I was about to say. That's why it was a very specific conversation.
Yeah.
The conversation was centered around, all right, now this is a lot, y'all. But I promise it isn't literal. He had went to school with somebody they used to call 40 Bodies. And then we got into the conversation about, all right, cool. What if
what school? College?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just a school. It's schools across America.
Okay.
So many schools across America. How would you know?
So much education being given out.
So much learning to do.
So much.
So we got to teach the kids.
Plethora.
Oh my God, plethora of everything. Right? She had 40 bodies in high school. So I had asked him, I'm
See?
like,
and that's your queen now.
what's the big deal?
How-
do you break up with her now when you find out at 30 years old?
How long ago was okay? So you leave high school at 17, 18, right?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
30 years old now.
And now I want you to do math. Let me tell you how I slow walked him. I got Mr. Walk him down when we
Yeah,
cute.
we in the
So
building.
this is gonna be perfect. We in the building.
Help me understand, okay?
I said from 17 to 29.
Uh-huh.
This young lady averages 2 new bodies a year. Is that crazy?
2 new bodies a year? No.
Exactly. Now do the math. From 17 to 29, 2 bodies. Where you at?
17 and 20.
It's 12 years, right?
Yes.
24?
Ding, ding, ding. So if we're in natural, no. This is what I'm saying. This is why I like math sometimes.
That's what I like.
If we're in natural life progression,
Yeah.
and you being a normal adult, I'm being a normal adult. Now, don't get me wrong though. 40 bodies in high school
It's insane.
is a lot. But I'm just talking about how they're accumulated by what time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you're going over a longer period.
Period of time, right? Let's say if she had 4, I know. But she probably
9 to 12 is 4 years.
So you're going to say she had the 40
average.
and then she didn't have as many after
you
that.
never know. But it was,
Nah.
no, everybody has had like a era.
They have a phase. They have
Everybody's
a phase.
had a phase,
Okay.
right?
Phase.
Yeah, and that's my thing, right? You learned back in the day, she used to get around like that. But this is the love of your life. You love everything about this girl. You love her jokes. Yeah. She looks beautiful. Her personality is amazing. She understands you. Yeah. She listens to you. She gives you grace on Men's Mental Health Month. Like, she is everything that you want.
Okay.
Yeah. And now that she's everything that you want, you find out she had 40 bodies in high school. This nigga was trying to tell me, yeah, nah, it's over. Nah, you know, I won't speak for him. He said he's gonna look at her differently going forward now. And I said, yo, that's unfair, dog.
See, those
are 2 different things, though.
Yeah, those are 2 different things.
Because I'm gonna definitely look at you different.
Oh no, wow.
For sure.
That's the old her.
There has to be
Her frontal lobe wasn't developed yet.
Every action has an equal or opposite reaction. You cannot give me new information and expect me to stay the same with this newly found information that I got.
And you're entitled to your feelings.
I reserve the right to change my opinion on something with new information.
You're entitled to your feelings.
But she's telling you
I'm not saying I'm not going to leave her.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to look at Bae like...
So she shouldn't... So you're saying she shouldn't be vulnerable and tell her about her yesteryears.
I would have liked to know that a little bit earlier.
Why? Would it have changed anything for you?
Thank you. That's what I was telling him. Because now what?
Because if I had these thoughts about you in the beginning of the relationship, I probably would steer myself a different direction.
But why is she everything you never had before?
And you know you about to be in love with her. You're currently in love with her.
Come on. Like, this is what he was trying to tell me yesterday. Mm-hmm. If I would have known that about her, I wouldn't have liked her. No. You already liked her.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't have liked her. There just would have been a little bit more trepidation. I'm not saying that we wouldn't have ended up in the same point. Yeah. We could have ended, would have, you could have told me this a little earlier, babe. Like,
yo, Steph, what was C saying last night about 40 bodies?
That he would fuck his head up.
Y'all think I'm lying? Yo, Steph, I'm recording right now. I made you after, all right? All right.
What's good, Steph?
My fault, I hung up.
Nah.
Yeah.
This is literally the combo we have, yeah.
It would fuck up my, I'm not saying that I wouldn't move forward. Because that was in high school. I don't even ask. If I'm meeting somebody, if I'm, whatever the situation is, I'm not going to say, hey, what was you doing in high school? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That was mad long ago,
right.
But if it was something that egregious where you have a nickname, like everybody knows you was the bop in high school, you kind of need to let me know about that.
But that was the old... Hey, look, everybody done moved out of the state. Right. Some people locked up. Like, everybody's life has changed so much since high school.
I've said this on here.
Come on.
I've said this on here before. If I love you, you my ride or die. Forget the past. We here now.
Yeah. They ran a train on her, all that. They did her filthy.
So look, back to math, right?
That's your queen. That's your queen. You say I rise to her every morning.
I rise,
baby.
I rise.
All right, so look, let's go back to the math, just to kind of like bring a few more things back into perspective.
Because I think that's so important.
Okay.
Because we get caught up in body count when it's like, yo, we just normal people. I'm listening.
So again, sample size.
Sample size.
Right? High school is generally 4 years.
Yes.
9th to 12th grade.
Right.
You said they call her 40 bodies, right?
Yeah.
Were those 40 in 1 year, or were they
I don't know.
decimated? Was it like 10 a year average?
Sure. I'm not sure.
And again, not to serious us out.
Yeah.
Usually, sometimes when you hear that, there's a little bit of trauma
Oh,
that you got
absolutely.
to factor in.
I agree.
They might have put
She might not have been.
A lot of people that have those sexcapades, they went through some shit a lot of the time.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
like,
they don't tell you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if someone's vulnerable with you, if far removed from the moment, if they're vulnerable with you like that, it's tough to be like, yo, like, I'm gonna look at you differently now. Because at that point, especially if you're looking to consider engaging in a relationship, you don't want to thwart anything else. You know, in the future, like, all right, like you reacted this way, I'm not telling you nothing else.
And on the other side of it, I would hate if my chérie, my love, my pooh bear, my everything in life, don't want to be with me no more after she heard of some of the shit I did.
True.
You gave a Pooh Bear nickname?
Nah.
But there's an automatic double standard whether we like it or not.
I know,
between
we
men
spoke
and
about that too, and I hate that.
That's
But
just the way it
it's
works,
just the way
bro.
it's
There
the
are
way-
double standards in life. You can't.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. You can
For
say
the
it's
most
fair
part.
or unfair. There is a double standard with the way women treat their body and sex and the way men treat their
But
body.
what
and
about
sex.
the double standard now? Like, yes, there's a double standard, but what now? We're both people. We both had experiences. Now what?
I would like to just be made aware. We're gonna have these open talks. You don't even have to give me an exact number. I don't need you to say I had sex with 105 people. I don't
you.
care about an exact number. Just say, yeah, I went through a little phase in high school.
A
or
little
college.
promiscuous.
Just let me. So I'm not shocked if
keep
I
it
hear
broad.
it.
Got you.
I'd rather hear it from you than I hear it from somebody
One of her
else.
classmates running to you out in the restaurant. Oh, 40, what up? You start looking around.
Like,
You start looking.
Now, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But
they
does
live
it
in the same-
matter? I'm the type of
Or-
nigga. I'm gonna say, yeah, she was killing, right?
Nah, but now we
I'm
run.
in that now.
We out somewhere and one of the 40s give her that tight hug.
Oh, like that Drewski
Now
video.
your subconscious is doing
Right?
circles around you.
Exactly, because you know he had your
You know
queen
what you gotta
upside
go
down.
do?
What's that?
Go right home and bend it.
Bennett?
It's gonna make you feel better because you the one bending now.
Nah, I might feel loose now.
And no, it hasn't. That's gonna be in your head.
It's in my
It ain't been
mind.
loose this whole time.
I know, but now I feel it.
And now I feel
Now
it.
you feel
I
it.
hate niggas
I
so
feel
much.
it now.
Yo, bro.
Oh, I
It's
hate
not
niggas.
right, Stink.
It's not. Something ain't right,
Something
Stink.
not right.
Oh my God, yo.
Nah, that's a tricky one.
It's
no.
a
But if
tricky
I'm
one.
already there,
It's a tricky one.
I wouldn't leave it. But it's gonna be in my mind. I can't lie and say I'm not gonna think about it.
And I want to be clear. I think you're entitled to your feelings.
Yeah.
I think everyone is entitled to the way things make them feel. However, my scenario is just very specific into, all right, you find out she had a phase and you didn't know. What does it change if
a
it's somebody
phase,
you really
a phase is
bang?
different than Tiana Trump, though. That's not a phase.
No, you can't.
That could be a phase of her life.
What?
That's a
Yeah,
small
it's a different-
sample size of her life. She's
And
gonna live her 30s, her 40s, her 50s.
Yeah, everyone's timelines
See?
are different. Like we don't all
Yeah.
change at
At the start.
from 14 to 17.
Dog, she made that a
And that's-
profession.
Yeah.
She
You
made
ain't-
her phase a profession.
You know how many professions I quit? Nigga. I used to work at AT&T.
And then T-Mobile.
You know how many we potted right now,
Yeah,
Q.
so-
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just natural progression of life. I think, like, to your point, you made a very good
I
point.
would just
a lot
prefer
of people,
you ain't have that on your resume. I would prefer.
Yeah,
it's a preference.
yeah.
I would
Okay.
prefer that you didn't
what
have
you're
that on
saying.
your resume.
just for your mental health.
Just for my mental health. Just so I could get through the night and with a good night's sleep.
Hey, you like experience, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can have the car a little bit used, but come on. 75,000 miles?
All right.
What?
All right.
Stop, what?
In 4 years.
We gonna fight. You two, you two niggas.
Yeah.
I see what's going on.
All right.
It's a supremacy.
Okay.
Starting to, I see what's going on.
Yeah. Shout out to Love.
Shout out to love
yo,
wins, yo.
Love wins.
Love is going to win.
Love is. Yo, we
Because
spoke,
that trumps all.
we spoke about love a lot.
No
today.
pun intended. Love trumps all. I'm cooking. He's hot. He's hot.
Nah,
He's hot.
He's hot.
Come on.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that boy's good.
he good.
I'm
Love trumps all. Q, take your own advice.
Come on.
Yo, can we start doing episode titles? Because I feel like that's
All right, all right, all
worthy.
right. I
We
ain't
gotta,
gonna-
we
I
gotta
kinda-
talk to Killer K. We see what we can come
We
up
We can
with.
do it, but I kind of like. We can do it. I kind of like the episode 31, 32. It's fine.
It's good.
But it's on us though. We can't put it on Kieran. We have to figure out the titling.
Yeah,
all work. It
okay.
has to be on us.
Bet,
We can't put it on
We have
Kieran.
to all be in agreement, though.
Okay. If y'all want to do it, we can do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Leave it in the comments too.
Hands in.
Hands in, hands in.
Great.
Look what got us to a title.
Tiana Trump.
Amazing.
Love. You guys have been amazing. Love wins.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts, y'all?
Nah, man, I think this was a good one. I had to think on that last one.
I know.
though. That was messing
He
with me.
fucked me up last night too. He fucked me
yeah.
up. I was all fucked up in the game. I was like, wait, what? I was confused and I was thinking about what I would do. Like, I was thinking about my own
Sleep
life.
felt a little uneasy,
Yeah,
right?
they did. I thought about it all night.
It's
Not
not,
your
as
queen.
long as we don't live in the same
Not them
town.
tag teaming your queen like that.
Nah. But I ain't gonna lie, son. See,
The tag team
I don't want to
different?
say too much. Just know, like, I've been in that scenario.
Oh Lord.
I've been in that scenario.
Why don't you leave us on a cliffhanger this
Yeah.
episode, and then we'll open up next episode with the
I ain't never seen
remnants.
him look that nervous before. He was mad nervous.
Nah, I can't do that, my boy.
Oh,
You know, I give it all.
All of a sudden, he's censored.
damn.
You know, I don't censor shit. You know, I just say like it is. This one, I cannot. It is close to home.
That was your story, or that was somebody else's?
No,
story?
I promise you, that wasn't my story. I swear to God, everything I love, it really wasn't.
Sure now.
No, I swear. I just saw how adamant my homie was last night. I told you saw me
My
confirming with
homie.
my. Don't do that.
I'm saying,
I
A-
know,
in
I
the
know.
alphabet,
See,
in the
this is
alphabet,
Don't do that.
in the alphabet, A is very close to C.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
And D passed away.
Yo,
What?
he's good. He's good.
good. Y'all niggas getting good at this.
What?
Y'all are getting really good at this.
All right.
I'm gonna start to end this shit.
Rest in peace, D, yo.
My last defending point. My man Steph called me. Y'all heard him speak to what he said.
Yeah.
Y'all heard. I didn't even plan it. He
No,
just
no,
called
I
me.
know that was a real situation.
Okay. All right.
Nah,
Bet.
no.
Nigga.
As close.
You sure you
as
don't want to
close
open
to
up
him
next
and-
episode with your?
What we just saw on that phone call was some
can't.
telepathic, like,
Yeah.
yo, my name, say C because it's not me.
Say C
Say C.
because it's not me. I know. Listen, thank you guys for watching another episode of We Have More Thugs. Don't forget, it's every single Wednesday.
Yeah.
Salute to everybody that's been tapping in on YouTube.
sure.
You guys have
Yeah.
been killing. You guys have been showing us more
Yeah,
love.
showing
I
us a lot of
appreciate it.
love, yeah.
Audio numbers starting to build a little bit. I
Audio
see all
numbers
over
up,
there.
views going up.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We in the
Stop calling me
motherfucking.
unathletic, by the way.
No, we know that if it's one thing you hate, it's that.
I think I want to challenge any one
It's
of the
fine.
listeners to.
No, it's fine.
Nah?
It's fine.
Nah.
They're good.
I
It's-
was tight when I
no,
read that.
we know.
know.
It's okay.
Me unathletic?
They
It's
haven't,
okay.
they haven't said it in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's fine.
it still hit?
No, it's okay.
hit.
Don't worry about it.
I was about to start doing random workouts, hurdle
See?
drills.
See how that
all-
sit with you?
Just because somebody
See how that's
had the,
sitting with you?
had the nerve to call me unathletic. Are you
See how
serious?
that's bothering
Me?
you?
See what that 40 goes
See
do?
what that for?
Me,
That
bro.
bothered you.
See you
Let's be
guys
serious.
next week, man. Peace.